Hello students, welcome to AIMS online classes. This is a chemist session. Here we are discussing about the chapter weather and climate. In this session we are going to discuss about the practice sheet related to this chapter. In the earlier session we have seen practice sheet 1 related to this. In that we have seen all single correct answer type questions. In this practice sheet 2 we are going to see level 2 questions, which includes multi-correct answer type questions, comprehension paragraph, matrix matching, analytical type questions. So first, let us go through multiple correct answer type questions. Here, for each question, there will be 4 options. Out of 4, there may be one or more than one correct answers. Okay, read the question and options carefully and choose the correct answers. The first one, we find weather report based on. So on which basis we report the weather? What are the conditions we take into consideration while giving weather report? That is the question. See options once: temperature, humidity, rainfalling, wind speed. See, generally these all are taken into consideration while giving weather report because these all temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, and even wind direction, these all are considered as the elements of weather or components of weather. So these all will be taken into consideration while giving weather report. Now correct answer will be all of these. Okay, all are correct here. Next question, where do we get weather report from? Yes, we are telling we are getting weather report. From where we get this weather report? Who gives us? From where we get this information about the weather, which is going to be raining or which is going to be very hot for the next coming hours, or how it is going to be like cloudy? These all reports will be getting often in earlier. From where we get these reports about weather? See the options: television, radio, newspaper, on camera. Where do we get these informations? Generally, we get this from newspapers, radio, and television, not from camera. So, from these three, we get information about weather report. These three are correct answers. Next one, the elements that determine the weather of a place are. What are the elements of weather? They're asking here to say simply. Which elements determine the weather of a place? See once the options given: type of soil, temperature, humidity, rain. Which of these will affect or determine the weather of a place? Will be it included type of soil? No, type of soil won't come under and as an element of weather. It won't come under. The remaining, if you see, temperature, humidity, rainfall, and wind speed, these all are elements of weather and these determine the weather report of a place. Now, except type of soil, remaining three are the elements which are determining the weather. Okay, next one. Rain gauge, also called as. Yes, rain gauge means the instrument which is used to measure the rainfall. How far, how extent rain occurred at a particular place can be measured by using a rain gauge. It contains a cylindrical measuring jar which is connected at the top to a funnel, and when it is kept in the rain, it collects the rainwater, and the height of the rainwater column in the measuring cylinder gives the extent of rainfall in that particular area. So that instrument is called rain gauge. This rain gauge is also called as ombrometer or pulvinometer. So these two are other names for rain gauge. Ombrometer, pulvinometer. These two are. Okay. They are the other names of rain gauge. Next, rainfall of a particular place is expressed in, yes, in which units rainfall is considered, in which units rainfall is measured. We are telling here rainwater is collected into the measuring cylindrical jar, which is having a funnel at the top. When it is kept in the rain, rainwater will be collected through the funnel and will be stored in that measuring cylinder. So the height of the rainwater collected gives the extent of rainfall in a particular area. There, the height of the rainwater collected is measured either in centimeters or millimeters. So, rainfall is measured in terms of millimeters or centimeters by using rain gauge. Okay, here centimeters and millimeters are the units for gauging rainfall, not kilometers or thermometers. Only millimeters or centimeters. We know 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Okay, next one. Comprehension passage type. So here a paragraph will be given. Based upon that, some questions will be asked. Let us see first the paragraph given here. The various elements of weather are temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. These are called elements of weather or components of weather. These determine the weather of a particular place. Okay, because they will be varying from time to time. So the report regarding these elements is nothing but weather report of the place. Now let us see the questions related to this. First one, the amount of water vapor present in the air is called. What is it called? The amount of water vapor present in the air. Is there water vapor in the air? Yes, there will be. From where it comes? The water present in the water bodies on the earth, like lakes, rivers, oceans, seas. From these, water will be continuously converting into gaseous form, which is called water vapor. That process is called evaporation or vaporization. These vaporized gas of water or vapors of water will be mixed with air. So this water vapor present in the air is called humidity. That moisture present in the air is called humidity. It is also one of the factors affecting weather. It is also one of the elements of weather, we can say. Next one. Element which is used to measure how cold or hot weather is. Yes, we are telling the above mentioned components are elements of weather. These determine the weather report of a particular place in a particular time. So out of this, which element is used to measure how cold or hot weather is? Which of these will be useful? See here. Is it wind or precipitation, humidity or temperature? Which of these gives information about how cold or hot in a particular place in the time, particular given time? Which of these is that? Yes, it is temperature. Temperature gives the information about how cold or how hot a weather is. Okay, next one. Important elements that can affect climate includes, yes, whatever the components affecting weather, the same affect climate also. But a climate is taken report with for a long time, nearly around 25 years as we told. But weather report for a particular place on a particular time. So anyhow, here even climate also is being influenced or affected by those elements. What are those? Like rainfall, temperature, wind speed, and humidity. These are the elements which affect even the climate also, climate of a particular place. So out of these which are given here, see, rainfall is given and even temperature also is mentioned. So these two are the elements which affect climate. Oh, it won't be drought. Okay, now these two are correct answers. What will be correct option now? Both B and C. Okay. Next one. Matrix matching type. See here, the element of weather, different elements of weather or different components of weather are mentioned in the column 1. See, the instrument used for measuring these elements of weather are mentioned in column 2. Try to match this. Which instrument is used for measuring which element of weather? See the first one in the column 1, rainfall. For measuring rainfall, which of these elements or instruments is used? See, for rainfall, it is used rain gauge. Rain gauge is used for measuring rainfall. And next, humidity. What does it mean? Humidity means the amount of moisture or the amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. The quantity of or the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere or the amount of moisture present in the air is measured by using an instrument called hygrometer. What is that? It is called hygrometer. Next one, wind speed. The speed of wind generally measured by using different instruments. Wind speed and wind directions are measured by using different instruments which show similar measurements. One of them is a wind vane, isn't it? And one more it is anemometer. So wind speed is measured by using anemometer. Anemometer can be made with a simple measure equipments, or even it can be made more accurate by connecting to the computer technical instruments also. So anemometer is one of the instruments which is used for measuring the speed of wind or wind speed. Okay, next one, temperature. What is the instrument used for measuring temperature? That is thermometer. Generally, we use mercury thermometer for measuring temperature. For normal body temperature measuring, we use a thermometer that is called simple thermometer. And for measuring the temperature of a particular place, the maximum and minimum temperature of a particular place, to measure those, we use a specially designed thermometer which is called maximum minimum thermometer. M.M.T it is called. Anyhow, thermometer is used for measuring temperature. So rainfall is measured with rain gauge, humidity is measured with hygrometer, wind speed is measured with anemometer, and temperature is measured with thermometer. Now match these, so we get the matching in this way. Observe once whether they are correctly matched or not. Is correct? Right. Next one. Assertion reason type questions. First, see the question here. Assertion: penguins are good swimmers. Reason: penguins have webbed feet and a streamlined body. Actually, these are the animals which live in polar regions. Polar regions are much cooler areas on the earth. The temperature will be maintained even in minus degrees all through the year. There, the winter season is much longer time. Even in the winter season, the temperature may fall to nearly minus 40 degrees Celsius temperature. In that horrible and difficult temperatures, normal animals and plants cannot be survived. So those animals which are having special adaptation to the particular conditions only can survive in that area. Out of those kind of animals, one of them is penguin, and some other are like polar bears and etc. Now here, so these penguins are having some special adaptations. They have thick fur and they have a thick layer of fat under their skin. So to protect from the cool breeze and chillness in that polar regions. So one more adaptation for them is they have webbed feet, so that they can swim easily. Now, penguins can swim in that even cool water also. That's correct. Because they have webbed feet and even streamlined body. That is the correct reason actually to say. Now, both are correct and R is correct explanation for A or assertion. Now, what will be correct answer? Here it is. Okay. Next one. Next, statement type questions. The first question, statement 1. Maximum temperature of the day occurs generally at noon time. Isn't it? Yes, it is true. Because in the afternoon time only, sunshine will be much brighter. So at that time only, more temperature will be on the earth. So in the day, in a particular day, at the afternoon time, at the noon time, there will be maximum temperature. That is correct. Second statement, minimum temperature is observed at the time of sunrise. That means simply to say in the early morning hours. In the early morning hours, the atmosphere will be very pleasant, very cool. It will be in the morning. Cool breezes will be blowing. So temperature will be low at that time before sunrise. We can say, okay, temperature will be minimum in the early morning hours. So that is also correct here. Now both the statements are correct. Where is that answer? Statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct. Where is it? Yes, here. Next. Next question. Weather of a place never changes. Weather statement 2. Weather of a place changes accordingly or annually. Which is correct statement here? Definitely one will be wrong because in one it is given never changes, the other one it is given changes. What about weather first of all? Weather is the condition of a atmospheric condition at a particular place on a particular time. Yes, because the atmospheric conditions will be changing from time to time. So the conditions which are giving report about certain elements like temperature, wind speed, rainfall, and humidity, the report giving which is giving conditions of these elements is called weather report because these will be changing from time to time in a particular place. So we can say simply from this all, weather changes from time to time in a place. It may be hour to hour or day to day or week to week or season to season. It will be changing. What do you say? One more it is in the similar way. That is the weather reports, the average weather reports collected for a long time in a place around for 25 years. That is called climate. Climate generally won't be changed, but the weather will be changing from time to time in a place. Okay. Now statement 1 will be incorrect, whereas statement 2 will be correct. Where is it now? Statement 2 is correct, whereas statement 1 is wrong. Okay. Next question. Analytical approach type questions. The first question out of this. Weather reports are prepared in our country by. Means they're asking who prepare these weather reports. See the options. Home Ministry of India. No. Meteorological Department of India. Yes, it is correct. So Meteorological Department of India will observe the weather conditions. The components of weather will be observed continuously by the scientists by using different instruments there. Even by using satellites also. They observe weather conditions and they predict the weather forecast. Based upon the conditions observed, they give weather forecast. So weather reports are given by Meteorological Department of India. Next one. Carefully observe the pictures given below and answer the following questions. By looking at the plant given here, can you tell in what kind of places does it live? Observe once the figure given what kind of plant it is actually. It has no leaves, only stems are there, and it has some spokes on it. So these kinds of plants are called, what are those? Cactus plants. These can survive in the places where there is scarcity of water. Generally, the very less amount of water is available in deserts. So this kind of plants are often observed in deserts. So it is called cactus plant, which can survive even in the water scarcity places also, where water is available in the very less quantity. There also these plants can survive. We know in deserts water is very rarely available. In those areas also, these cactus plants cannot be survived. So here we can say these plants are observed in deserts. Okay, next question. Next, let us go to next question. So here they have given some passage. Observe it once. Observe the weather forecast shown below for a week in the table. So in the table given here, they have given weather forecast for a particular week. So observe once these maximum and minimum temperatures mentioned here. Okay. Now, based upon this, let us answer some questions. They have given on Sunday that a maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and 24 minimum temperature. This is representing maximum temperature after in the noon time, and this is representing minimum temperature, and how the condition of the atmosphere also mentioned here, where it is mentioned how much more temperature on Sunday in the maximum. And if you observe minimum temperature, yeah, it is here on Thursday. Okay, just observe this table once. Now let us see some questions on this. First question: which day has the highest temperature? Did you observe the table? On which day the temperature is being highest? Let us once observe here the table. On which day it is much? On Sunday. On Sunday, the maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius. No other date is that much of temperature, isn't it? So, Sunday, the temperature is being highest. Next question. Which day has the least temperature? Observe once again, highest temperature on Sunday. We got it. And the least temperature, you observe the minimum temperature so that you can identify easily. On Thursday, the temperature is being minimum of 16 degrees Celsius. So, the least temperature is recorded on Thursday. Okay, in this way, maximum minimum temperatures are measured by using an M.M.T, maximum minimum thermometer. Okay, this is about level 2 practice sheet based upon the weather and climate chapter. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today for latest updates and recorded videos.